Good evening, everyone. Let's talk about something positive and good stuff. Just try to make as much more good vibes around as possible. So yeah, basically today I decided to make some cardio because it's resting day. I done a squats and after the deadlift on the next day and everything is hurt. So but my friend said, okay, let's go and do a little bit pump with dumbbells. And usually I never say no. So yeah, if people propose some activity, go to play tennis or badminton or go to swimming or go to hiking on the weekend, usually say yes, and usually I'm right. I love the activity and it's something not only keep you like fit, keep you active, keep you heavy, it's give you like a really nice collection of positive memories, positive emotions, and it's really cool time spending instead just meeting a bar and drinking whatever. So yeah, what we'll be talking about today, how to feel good. Yeah, just use everything what make you feel good. But yeah, if you said I feel good when I'm drinking, so usually on next day you will feel not so great. Or if you use drugs or whatever, or if you're smoking, it's not the ability to look in the future. So I'll give you some really cool tools. You just look in the future. So you're smoking now, look what will be after 5 years or after 10 years. Yeah, if you're drinking, what will be after 10 years or 15 years. Yeah, and if you, let's say, make exercises, you start just as the first day, what will be after 6 months, what will be after 3 years. Yeah, just look in the future. And if you decide to be healthy now, look after 1 or 2 years in the future. It's really simple exercise. You just sit, relax, and try empty your mind and turn the camera or TV or projector or whatever you can call it or whatever you can imagine. It depends how your imagination work. So you can see the small movie, you look on yourself in the future from outside. You can be any character. You can be your friend to look on yourself, you can be yourself and look in the mirror or whatever. So if you're not really good looking in the future, but it basically doesn't matter, you can look in the past. So let's say you start eating junk food 6 months ago, so look what you have it now. Yeah, or you start to read a book 1 month ago and what you have it now. Now you have like really good knowledge. Or you start study 3 years ago and you finish now and you got more experience in something. Yeah, so yeah, you can look in the past and analyze what you got, and you can look in the future and analyze what you might have got and what you want to be. So basically you can use for anything. If you will work on this place, if you will do the business, what will be later is exactly what you want, or you want to change something. If you want to change something, maybe it's the right time for change it now. So basically the kind of critic you not use much. So yeah, what I try to say, so if you decide to be healthy, so you decide to be fit and you want to go to the gym and you don't have a partner, you don't have a friend, so you might be totally lonely in this, let's say, war for get to things you want. Yeah, no problem, go alone. So many people, they really shy, they feel insecure, they're not comfortable, not convenient in a new place, or when they're not fit or too fat or too skinny, or it can be a million reasons and they just don't go. That's it. Most of problem we have to achieve something, we never do. That's it. So just try to do something. Even small step is better than no step. So basically you can change your whole lifestyle. So basically I want to give you like a few examples and explain it. So instead of sitting in a cafe eating the sweets or go to bar, drink some beer, you can have some activity like play badminton with your friends. Yeah, or you go to gym, you can go to gym and chatting with your friends. So usually I like to go to gym with the big guys who really intense and training hard. So I try to be on the same level with them and train much harder than usually when I go alone. If I don't have anyone, I go alone anyway, no problem, because I have a certain aim I want to achieve, so I do it. And today I just met my friend, he quite bubbly, like to talk, no problem. and probably I'll do a little bit of cardio later, maybe 20 or 30 minutes fast walk will be quite enough, and work a little bit with the dumbbell. So yeah, abdomen muscles you can work like every day, like belly area, really sensitive to carbohydrates. We contain all of the calories and make a lower visibility of our abs and so on. So basically certain group of muscle you can do it like almost every day, like forearm or calf muscles, abdomen, so on. Same like cardio, if you want to be really lean you can do the cardio every day. Yeah, but some people enough like 2-3 times a week, depend from your training, from your dietary, from your activity. Maybe it's need 4 times a week. So for some athletes they do it like 2 training, cardio and weightlifting or fitness, whatever. So yeah, I mean you can create a new time spending. Let's say you can take your friends to the gym and spend time in the gym, and your lifestyle will be changed. So instead to do it something else, you will become more fit, more beautiful, more handsome, more healthier, more stronger, and so on, if you don't have any friend. And yeah, your father don't want to go with you, your neighbor don't want to go with you, your brother don't want to go with you. Okay, go along, you will find the new friends, no problem. If you go into one gym, whereas let's say everyone with a different age category or so on, you can swap to another gym. So if you, I don't know, 12 years old and they're all old guys, what not really can become your friend, I just try to find a different example. You can go to another gym and another, whatever. So you're always trying, always searching. Sooner or later, I'm sure you can find new friends with who you have something in common, and you can spend time for the activity and so on. Because a lot of people now, we're working in the office, we're almost not moving, and we have a food delivery, and we became more lazy, almost not active. After we take a taxi, we even not walk. So what we can do, we just need dramatically increase our activity. I don't know, what can I suggest you? Just if you use a public transport, drop off like 2-3 stations before for walk at least 20 minutes. But for be well, for the cardio, we need walk a minimum 1 hour a day. And if you sitting all day, so even maybe 2 hours, so you can split it like 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, just for the walking. If you have a lift, it can be like 10 or 15 floor up. If you stay in apartments, you can skip the lift and just walking. At least you will walk with your needs maybe 4 times a day, so you will increase your activity, and it will not take much time. Let's say it can take maybe additional 10 minutes. Many people, they like super busy, have no time at all because of kids and family and etc. So you need split some small gaps in your timeline for increase the activity. If you still watch telly, probably remote control, you need to take it off, and each time when you don't like all of the shit what you see on the telly, just take your ass from a sofa, come to the change channel, go back and come again, and so on. And different stuff in your house, you need to change it for making more movements and so on. And of course, what most important, for cut calories, what is biggest difficult thing for many people, but more easy, instead of cut calories, change the food from fast carbohydrates to slow carbohydrates. So yeah, probably I will do more videos about the food, vitamins, minerals, proteins, amino acid, and of course carbohydrates, oils. But it's really great if you make a even small research by yourself. If you just type it in the online engine search and try to see what's the slow carbohydrates and what's the fast carbohydrates, what's the importance of the cellulose, and so on. For example, many people have no idea, like all of the nuts have a little bit of poison what we're eating. Even a wheat, like what used in all of the bakery, have a poison. It's a really interesting question how to get rid of it. Even the oats, it's really tiny, but still we waste our ferments, and when the ferments level go a bit down, so we easily can get sick and so on. And like most suitable food, it should be raw. So maybe like not even 30, maybe 50% of your nutrition should be raw food and so on. So like to be really healthy, never get sick and so on, you need to make a really good research and try to find out the system what's good for you. I met a few people who eat raw fish, and after I met a few person who eat raw meat, and they say they feel good, but you need to be really sure about where the meat come from, because it can be a lot of different bacteria, bad worms and different other cells in your body what can make really bad changes in your body. You know, some worms, let's say, they can be in your head, and some fungus, they can be literally in all of your body. You can increase like twice more weight and so on, and it's really difficult to get rid of it, especially for if they in your brain, you know. So when you I just really like to read different stuff, and I read about the different parasites and tiny bad bugs in your body and so on, and different type of fungus. It's really a lot, not only a fungus for skin or nail or eye or ear. It have many inside, and some of them you have it right now, but your immune system suppress it. But if your immune system go down, or you make a good environment for them, you know, your pH level, so if acid level go up, they can multiply quicker, and bam. So it's many interesting factors. So sometimes read different books, it might be quite useful. At least you can know the cause and effect and how to prevent it, like you make a prophylactic and so on, and different cleaning techniques, and it can be endless research, and it depends what you want to get. So I just give you a simple example. So basically, we start the conversation how to be happy, but if your body not happy, I mean, like to feel great. We talk about how to feel great. How you can feel great if your body not well, yeah? So you need to keep it well, and you need to make a simple things for it, like a hygiene, nutrition, activity, yeah? And sleeping, of course. If you not sleep well, not enough, you will be tired, you will not recover. With some reason, our body split the functions, and we recover it when we are sleeping. Same if you want to gain the muscles gain and our hormone released only when we are sleeping, so not where we're working. So basically it's really interesting. Probably I make another video about importance of sleeping, because if you have some people who do the clubbing not only on weekends, couple times a week, and you can see they look not such fresh, and people who work in the clubs like dancers or hostess or whatever, after 6 months they look like 5 or even 10 years older, especially if you're drinking. Usually in clubs they provide the free drinks. People not look the same at all, and when you came to the gym you see some fitness instructor, let's say 30 years old woman or man, but in reality they're 50 or 55. You know, it's really amazing what you can do. So basically you can turn yourself, you can turn your body in a completely different level, so your quality of being can be dramatically changed, and these changes you do it by yourself. So what we'll start to talk it mostly about your life spending, what you spending life for, what you're spending time for, what you're enjoying, yeah. So just for make some more activity. And people said why we should make exercises, because our feet it wasn't created for this planet, and maybe we've been from another planet, and the air pressure was different and so on. But it doesn't mean you don't need to do anything, because if you keep lazy for a long time, you have a muscle atrophy and many other causes, heart problem and so on. So the even simple cardio make your heart stronger, so it's important. But of course it should be balanced, because people who training for the competition Olympic Games, the health will be not the first. They're working on the results, and you can just skip something really important like your health and get the injury and so on. So you need to be really balanced for be strong, fit and be healthy enough. So you need to work hard, but not too hard, for not get overexhausted and so on, and for not get injury. And basically the person who they look the process and who they check everything, it's you. So you need to be educated well, you need to have all of the information you need. So basically what I suggest, to make a research by yourself, the best things you can do. And I'm sure if you are well mentally and physically, you will feel great. And as I mentioned before many times, your body always give a really good reward. They release the necessary hormones like endorphin and serotonin, not only growth hormone and testosterone when you do it exercises for recover your body, recover your muscle. So level it might be slightly increases. It's really good for us. If you have like tiny injuries or anything else, it will be recovered. And kind of neurotransmitters, it make feel as good, it make feel as happy, it's keep us away from stress, and also it turn us to more positive way, keep us smiling and so on. So basically when we feel good, we're smiling. But you can do the opposite, you can smile and after you will feel good. So basically activity is really important. Another let's say example what I can provide for you, if you have a brain, yeah, you have to use it, right? Imagine you will not use your brain at all, so you will become a plant. So if you have a muscles from a creator or whatever, I don't know who created us or how we became, if you have a muscles, you have to use it. Does it make sense? Because if you not use it, you have a muscle atrophy, it's getting weaker, it's getting smaller, and basically your potential is fell down. But when you keep active, let's say you are running or do a little bit of fitness, you will look differently. You always will be feel much stronger than people who not training. So let's say you're training 1 or 2 or 3 years with like simple exercises, for sure you will be 10 times more fit than person who never training at all. So like athletes who get ready to the competition, if someone training 6 months, they're not on the same state. So if they go in a boxing competition, probably if someone take a rest for 6 months, no chance for winning, and so on. And you can use it for everywhere. And unfortunately our biological bodies, these biological robots or whatever you can call it, it don't have a stability. Unfortunately, it always changes. You have changes like every moment, every second, your cell is changed. Some cell is dying, some cell is born. They transfer the food. They do a lot of different things. So like every moment, your body is not the same. So basically, you always make some kind of changes, and you decide what changes you wanna make. So you wanna gain some more fat, you wanna gain some more muscle, and you make tiny changes like every day, every moment, and your body of course respond to it. And also genetics, so your genetics are always change, so you can make some changes in this information, in this program, by your activity. So if you have a good genetic, just great, make it even better. You will transfer it for kids or grandkids and so on, instead to make it worse. So if you have it, just use it. It's really common sense. I think it's even no need much more discussion. So it doesn't mean like some people said, oh, like it's these athletes, they're dumb and so on. You know, some people in office, they look dumb, and some athletes, yeah, but probably this superstition came from some interview when they take from football players and so on. But you know, some athletes is damn smart, much smarter than people who work in the office, and opposite. So basically I can use it as statistic at all, because I travel a lot, and many people you can find a really intelligent person and not really, and it's among the sportsmen and normal people. So I cannot find here any similarities at all, so it's nothing to worry about. But on my opinion, you should work on all aspects together at one time. So you should work about your mental state, your intelligence, your physical state, because everything connected. You cannot one separate from another. It's just useless. And probably it will be not a secret, especially if who have some teacher degree or whatever, work with the kids activity. It supported your mental state and your intelligence. So when you increase the blood pressure, when you increase your metabolism, your digestion is increased and you have a higher potential to remember the things. So a simple increase of blood pressure, let's say like simple running or jumping, it helps you to memorize the things. And when you increase your metabolism and make your process faster, so basically all of the let's say sugar or oils, it will be transferred to all of the parts of your body quicker and more easily. So when you do the exercises, you have a little bit lack of oxygen, and when you CO level higher, so same like your pH level, CO2 level is really important as well. So when you eat and you eat, let's say carbohydrates or sugar, all of your blood cells, it stick together to small cubes or whatever. It's like a lot of coins, and when it gets too big, it can be just stuck. So basically here insulin help us, otherwise we will kill ourselves with the sugar. Just think about that, how unnatural fast carbohydrates and sugar is. So people said, what about the fruits? I'm certainly sure processed sugar work not the same with the fruits and glucose. I've been a fruitarian for 3 months, like try to be like each year eat a lot of fruits or losing weight. But when you eat a bit bakery, white rice, I don't know, a little bit of sweet, you get fat so easily, but amount of calories almost the same. So it not works same at all, same like a raw fat, and when you boil it or make it deep fry, not same at all. So it works completely different. I tried it on myself and it was proved, so basically no debate in this topic. So yeah, about the CO2 level. So when we have a little bit lack of oxygen and increase little bit of CO2 level, it's made kind of electrician, and our blood cells, they separate from each other. It means they get more liquid and easily transfer to all of the parts. It means more easily transfer glucose or oxygen to the brain, and basically it make it works better. Same the nutrition. Usually people who want to get the result, want to be more fit and more lean, and so they really care about food, what they eat, that they have enough vitamins, enough cellulose and so on. So basically good nutrition make really good influence on your brain work. For example, if you contain enough raw fat or not, because omega-3 vitamin E, it's really important. Basically our brain is like just a piece of fat, it's oil. So if you contain enough oils with the seeds, nuts, whatever, it works much better as well. So basically your intelligence, it's connected with your body, it's connected with your mentality, because if you're mentally you're not good, something happened with you, you worry, you're depressed, you feel down, whatever, really sad, you know, you have no appetite, you don't want to do anything, you have no power, you cannot sleep, you just crushed. Yeah, so everything connected. And if you lose some of the beat, like all of the card house will be just broken. So you need look after any aspect. So you need look after your thoughts, you need look after your environment, people you met, people you talk to. Is it possible enough, or they like energetic vampires suck energy from you, always complaining and so on, tell about their problems, and you not feel really comfortable to spend time with them. It sometimes can be your co-workers or so on. So you need to be really careful, not only about the environment, is it polluted or not, environment of the people, well, I mean your mental environment. So it's like a lot of aspects you need to look for, and all in general, all together, it might works really well for you. Yes, and basically you don't need to be like super experienced or really smart. You just do it piece by piece. You fix one thing, after you go to another one, you fix another one, go to the third one, and you analyze, you check how it works for you. Do you need to check anything else or not? Because unfortunately we always focus or worried on something like get some money and so on, and we forgot many things, and it became automatic, and we not notice about our relationship with the co-workers and where we stay, and do you feel comfortable with that place. Maybe you stay in your apartments and you always feel bad, because some people just said, each time I come to my apartments and I feel not good inside. But I asked for see the picture, and if you know the feng shui, it like brown or red walls, what like pretty depressed, and all of the furniture and everything, it's everything what put you down. So basically, for sure I need to make some changes, need change the colors or whatever, because it's really suppress you, need making changes. Or maybe it's not really good energy up there, or so on. Maybe there someone's dying and this kind of bad energy is still making influence on it. I don't know, it's pure mystery, but still, if you not feel good in certain place, try to change it. Some people, they said, they still sit in the office and they always like have no energy, was tired, lazy and so on, but when they was moved to another office they feel just great. But it might be connected with some people what they talk to every day, whatever, or maybe the boss put too much pressure on them and just suck all of the mental energy out or whatever. It can be like a lot of different aspects what need to look for. So if you feel fine, everything just great, you feel amazing, so yeah, just keep going, just do something for save it. But if something not work well, not work smooth, so maybe the time for change it. So maybe you need to analyze something, recalculate, make tiny changes, try to figure out what might be cause of the certain problem and so on. So probably I hope it was comprehensive enough, and I try to give you as much tips I have and share it, not only my experience, my friends and other people I communicate with, and what was work for me. So basically it's something I prove for myself. It might be not work for you. Of course it depends from a case, but still you can write some comment what is useful, what not, what work well for you, what other suggestion you can make. Maybe you can give some tips for me either, why not? And yeah, so I call the video like how to feel great. So basically all of the different points and aspects I mentioned here, it like bring you to the great feeling, what collect all of the things what might make you feel better, what might make feel you good. So in another case you can make a note what you're happy with and what you're not happy with, what you want to change and how you can change, and is more precise you make and more options you do. You put 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, whatever. So if you put 20 is great. Try to find the solution. After write the solution, this can be really cool exercises, because some people said, oh, I just not happy with that. Why? They don't know what they can change, they don't know. And probably problem is they never just even ask a question. So sometimes you can find the easily solution when you start asking question yourself, or let's say you can ask question someone else. So for example, you something really not happy about, yeah? So start to asking yourself the right question, like what can I change, for example, or what can I do for avoid it or for keep it? What other options I have? Can I escape from it or find something else? Is it any options for change it or swap it? Can I change a location or environment or another person or work or whatever? Just ask a million questions. The more question you ask is better. The more precise question will be, it will closer you'll move. So basically, like one very famous proverb, really precise question can give you more than 50% of answer. But why we start asking a question, it's for make your mind work in a certain direction. So basically, when you make your own research, you start asking question, you make a note, you put your like small plan, you just focus in your mind on a certain problem, and you focus in mind in a certain direction. That's it, and your mind start working. One mind always find the evidence. It can be anything. You can find any topics, and your mind will find evidence and proofs of the certain case. If it's really silly, you can even play some psychological games with your friend. You can give a task. You can give, let's say, one person will find the proofs of aliens, and they will find, or proofs of angels, and mind will find. So on anything you will focus your mind, you will find the proofs and find the evidence. So basically, you can use it. You can focus it your minds on a certain the problem, certain solution, or find a better way. If everything is fine, you feel great, like you're happy with everything, okay, why not make an improvement? Why not make a same notes and said, okay, can I make it works better? Can I improve something? Can I save more time? Can I earn more money? Can I be more fit? Can I spend more time with my family? What I need to do? What I need to cut? What I need to change? And so on. So basically, it's really easy to find a solution when you know where you need to dig. That's it. So no secret, nothing, something special I will tell you. I just make you like a small reminder, and your mind already know what needs to do. Your mind already know a solution. So basically, just sometimes we cannot see the way out. We cannot see the door we need to walk. It's kind of like a haze of smoke. We're inside the smoke and we don't know what direction we need to move on. So we need to use the right navigation. So basically, your mind, it is really good navigation, what you need to settle. So basically, you need to put the right setting in your software on your computer. So this software will be work for you, is better, you manage it, is better, will work for you. So you can create any other exercise by yourself. It can be anything. I would say any exercise work if you have some results for it. So it can be 100 exercises, but you don't need 100. You need just one what will work for you. If it's not, try something else. So basically, the rule what works really well. If something not work, try something else, and you try something else. Or you try one more. Like Mickey Mouse say, okay, if you didn't succeed, just try one more time. The meditation, people do the meditation months until they get some effect. Same like lucid dreams. Sometimes you complete the same exercises, not weeks, months, 6 months, 5 months, until it works well. Same like out-of-body experience. You just keep going with the same exercises. You try, and sooner or later, bam! It depends how much time you spend, and it depends how much energy you put on it, how intense you was, so how hard your focus was on it. So if you concentrate enough, so probably you might get it closer, and so on. So you can just read some feedbacks of other people and so on. So some people, they just try different exercises. Some people just try only one and just keep going until they succeeded. So it's not more than just a simple example. So basically, by providing silly examples, you can draw the certain picture. So when all of the puzzles come to the picture, you can see the clear picture. So basically, when you're moving in a smoky place, you don't really know where to move. But when you have a clear picture, have a clear direction, it became way more easy. So I just wish you to use all of the tools, use all of the information, all of the sources to feel great. Because what's the point of living if you not feel good? So okay, so probably on this note I'll finish, and see you later. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me.